Alright. First time the charm-ish, maybe. I don't know. Welcome to episode 3 of the weird 3 episodes of the voiceover instead of the speaking. And part 7 of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. As you can hear by my voice, I've done this 3 times. First time, you know what happened? I hit the wrong button to stop the recording of the voice audio, so it cancelled it instead of stopped it. Second time, I made the mistake that I made when I was recording this for the first time, before having to do the voiceover. I left it on mute. So, that means I've done absolutely...
That's today. Mr. Atlas is confirmed to be here. He's got the best
just attempting to do this episode sums up everything.
And I heard he's talking scholarships.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Be there soon.
We're moving through it. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Great game. And, I've probably even forgotten part of what's happened in this already. This start bit, to be fair. But, you know, we're going after this high-speed chase. But, I mean, I was talking about stuff in, like, the other takes on, you know, how, like, the timeline, and, like, because I was curious, because I didn't actually know. And I was like, if you're for information, if you didn't know, I was like, the original Spider-Man Insomniac game takes place the day it was released, and there was a book that comes out takes place before it. Then the epilogue to that game, kind of thing. I would consider it the epilogue. It's like the final MJ Pete kissing scene, and then any phone calls that take place after that is considered after. It is considered in the January, and then the DLC is considered February. Then Miles is considered December, with a book that comes out just before it, except for like the little bit at the end, the epilogue, yeah, again with like Trinity Church, and any phone call after that is considered January, apparently. And then this game takes place in the October of that year, I believe. I may remember that wrong. I may have missed out a year somewhere. No, I've done it right. Yep. So it's roughly about 2 years since the original Spider-Man situation in this. Because I was discussing about Miles's, how refined he was, and you know, stuff like that. And then there was other stuff I mentioned, but I can't remember what it was now. I was talking about future plans for the New Game Plus and stuff. Like how I was going to do it, and I decided that I was even just debating about it whether a live stream or I do like a highlights, funny moments thing at the end of like the final platinum video, where I do like the remaining like, you know, the random achievements like the fast travel 5 times or the glide like I am now 550 meters without using a wind turbine or a slingshot or a whatever, you know, stuff like that. Look, those kind of achievements, whatever those are, the remainder ones that I haven't done yet, those kind of ones. But I'm not 100% sure if I can get the. I'm gonna look into seeing if I can get the trophies to pop up in front of the thing, but I'll see. But I think because it's considered a notification, it might not. But I think there is a way for me to pull it off. So I'll look into it for that, because that'd be the whole satisfying thing about the road to platinum kind of situation. Yeah, notice when kick bonus objective, easily done by me. No, I was also talking future plans, but this was way later in the episode, but I just don't remember what else I was talking about other than like what I was doing after this, which was like Kill the Justice League, which was half the reason why I was planning on doing the funny moments bit instead, and just playing the New Game Plus on my own time.
Should be another Prowler stash around here.
And then, if there's nothing else to do, I would consider either doing Mafia. Oh, watch me struggle at this. This is painful to watch. Me trying to figure out where the scanner thing is, and me not using my head at all. But, you know, do you expect anything better from me at this point? Just the opening to this episode should prove enough to you. But, yeah, so I was thinking either I could try and figure out whether the save file is for Mafia and try and sort that out. And then I also want to play Jedi Survivor, but I want to see if I can see if my game file's fixed first with the bounty hunter situation. I don't know if it will be, so I might have to re-go through that I might hold off on that until like the end of my playthrough, and then we might be able to platinum the game with that and do a road to platinum thing. With that, I would like to do a road to platinum stuff, but maybe with only certain games that I want to platinum type situation. And obviously there's going to be certain games that I've already like partially completed on this, like I'm part of the way through. Like I'm supposed to be playing Batman Arkham Knight at the same time, but I haven't played it in like a week because I'm trying to do the New Game Plus for that. But yeah, stuff like that. I think this was the one that I was describing about where my controller was exceeding the Richter scales with its vibrations. But yeah. And then me failing another attempt to open this thing. And I'm trying to charge jump, as you can tell, pressing the wrong trigger. There we go. And then 1, 2. Third time the charm opening that. You can tell I've seen that about half an hour ago, so I know how many times it took me. Just Prowler casually has his green lasers in a blooming vent system. For whoever knows. You even know how to get in there in the first place, yellow in this. I know, and then I just casually walk through some green lasers, cause 'tis but a flesh wound. You know. And apparently this is just a trip down memory lane. You know, just casual walking through laser fields, you know, every day in his past, I suppose. Ooh, just closing my feet, and then a shoulder injury apparently, and just keeps on crawling like nothing ever happens. Ooh. Yeah, for the most part, I basically just breeze through that without caring. Maybe got my feet a little toasty by sitting there while I was webbing them, but you know. Maybe it's cold in that ventilation shaft. Nicely done. And then I've just come out of the vent that I was staring at for half an hour, not realising it was a ventilation shaft to begin with. Oh yeah, I noticed that I was saying amazing stuff. Not until the last edit that I realised there was actually something that I bought a skill point at the end of the episode that I didn't even realise I got. So it would have came to me as a surprise when I attempted the thing, so I already had it, because it only improves stuff that you've already got, effectively. Fast travel unlocked for downtown Queens, nicely done. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he says that, doesn't he? Isn't this the OG Prowler house or whatever he said it was? It was something like that, wasn't it? I mean, I suppose you would just heard it. Yeah. I swear I breezed through everything I mentioned last time. I swear I pretty much breezed through all of it. So I'll take a little moment to mention. I was also talking about how I'm getting close to the 100 episodes on that Marvel playlist, which has got all 3 Marvel Insomniac games, a handful of streams off Marvel Avengers, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's my best playlist, so I definitely suggest checking it out. And like I said, it's my biggest playlist. You know, and by episode 10 of Spider-Man 2, which chances are I might actually end up recording tomorrow, which is pretty big because it's part 7. This is the most recent episode. Like, I haven't played any further than this yet, as of me voice recording this, voice overing it. So, yeah, that'd be pretty big for me. And, you know, there's more to come with the Marvel series. Like, that Wolverine game's coming out at some point. I'd love to get that on the channel. I think that would be a great addition. Because, you know, I love my superhero stuff. I love other stuff too, but I just feel like superheroes is my thing, you know, in Star Wars and stuff. As much as I love other stuff like Mafia and stuff like that, I feel like I can't get enough of superheroes and stuff. And sci-fi, that kind of stuff. So, you know, we'll look into it. I just got like a notification that Jedi Outcast is half price because I'm only partway through the Jedi Knight game. Because yet again, I have a bit of a thing where sometimes I might start a game and then for whatever reason I've stopped it for a day and then I never end up getting back to it. Yep. And then again, another death off me because I'm so tired to play the game. You know, rolling like usual. It's good to see nothing's changed in these 3 episodes. And then there was this side of I knew which one I wanted to do, but then I generally tried to stick which one's closer, and I was debating between those 2 things, and the fact that it want me to switch to Peter to begin with, which I'll probably be doing that mission tomorrow, but depending on what part is, I don't know. But it'll be purely down to what's the closest on my map, on the friendly neighborhood spider map. That's purely what bases on where I go, and then anything else if it pops up on the mini map as I go. That is my way of doing it because I like to try and get as much content in as possible, but I like to sprinkle in the side missions, not do everything. As well, the collectible wise at least, because I think that's a bit boring if I just go around doing every Prowler stash house in one go. I think that's a bit boring. Well, at least the side missions are a story, so I feel like I can get away with that, I think. As much as it's not cool as the main story, I feel like there's always some good side missions available. Like, I can remember the first Spider-Man game had some decent side missions. There were some ones that were like, eh. Like, they were fine, but if they were only what I did for an episode, be debatable. Oh, nice dive. Quite casual, just seeing Miles Morales just jump around like that. And I wish I could get that dress that quickly.
Hey, good to see you.
But, you know, I suppose he's probably become a master of it by now. And we're here at the club fair.
I believe Mr. Atlas is gonna be here.
The BV club fair.
Maybe
Brooklyn
one of those
Visions, isn't it?
scholarships has my name on it,
I believe it is.
if he likes my sound.
Basketball court. I was checking to see if there's any yellow things. To see if I can interact with anything. But I don't believe there was anything. Or at least I didn't notice anything, but I don't know if I checked again properly. Other than this, I think this was the only thing I actually properly noticed.
Hey! If it isn't Morales, the music master.
What's up, Delisai?
You
What a
ever see
name.
that university rep, Mr.
Using the
Atlas?
Morales Master.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not Daisy
That's
Johnson, is it?
astronomy booth.
I doubt it is.
You should stop by later. I made a 3D model of Saturn.
But she's not much of a scientist, she's more of a computer expert. Oh, okay.
I'll give you a slice.
Now that's the kind of solar system I would want. No, it's not. That would be bad, but you know, I mean, as a model, 3D model, yeah. Oh, there they are, right there, Jack. Yeah, well done.
You made it.
And however, without fail, mention this every time at this scene because it just reminds me of it every time. Is I watched Echo recently.
Got your missing person report.
Oh, and I was watching it at the time of recording this episode. I believe it might have been the finale episode for me. It's either finale or episode 4 I watched on the same day. I thought it was
I
good
just heard 2 words.
enough. I quite like the first
Missing
episode. I thought Vincent
Someone say
D'Onofrio
yes.
did a great job in it.
Go ahead.
You know, as always, but not his favorite
Save your
performance in my opinion as Fisk, but I think he still did really well. And you know, I enjoyed the cameo at the start, but
Gotta catch
the
up to
first
the
episode
principal.
with
Maybe I
Matt,
can find out more.
well, Daredevil, and I mean this in the best way possible. I think it made me feel appreciative and blessed that I can hear sounds and stuff. And like I said, I mean that in the best way possible.
Have you seen any text coming in?
You
There
know,
we go.
Just some
it made me feel blessed.
It's
Is
counting
all.
the steps,
So,
wherever she is. The students adore Miss Ferguson. I hope she's
and
right.
I say even
Please
like
find her.
not like I wasn't
Do our
sympathetic
best.
before, but
Miss
You know.
Ferguson's missing.
I didn't really have anybody in my life that was that deaf.
If I could find that signal.
So, yeah, it's an interesting thing to
Alright.
attempt to experience the best you
Let's see where
can
this fitness tracker
without
is.
being in the situation yourself.
Last known
You know?
location.
And I appreciate being shown that. Alright. Let's go find the captured teacher. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I didn't even think this was possible originally.
Oh, man. Gotta
That
find Miss Ferguson.
there's like it's like an
Be
automated
there
phone
when I
call.
can.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense that it's possible, but I just didn't think
Can
phones
you get one
like.
for me?
I believe the concept is possible. Like
Thanks.
Haley could type, and it would come out on as an automated voice, and then Miles would come back what you'd say, and it goes like text to speech or whatever. No, speech to text, sorry, or whatever. So I believe that it was physically possible, but I just didn't think any phones did it. But yeah, again, probably something I wouldn't know after not experiencing anything in that kind of regards.
Heyo, Miles.
What's up, Genki?
Same with the Fisk thing in the Echo series, actually.
Really?
That earpiece
I've got
and
Mr. Atlas here.
contact lens
I told
combo.
him how you were missing
Wasn't
in
100% sure
class.
how it worked logistically,
Volunteer work.
because I felt like there was
And he asked for a
there'd have to be a
photo.
camera somewhere for
Is,
Fisk or
now
something
any
along
time?
those lines. I can't fully remember what
Now
I was
it's definitely not-
deciding about, but
Here he is, Mr. Atlas.
'Cause you had-
know you got a flight to catch.
it was
Hi.
she was picking up hand signals from her contact lens after
You're whispering.
hearing Fisk speak,
now a
but
bad time?
she didn't have a microphone to pick up Fisk's speech.
I'll make it work.
And then Fisk had an ear
Great.
plug to hear what the words say, but I didn't see a camera to pick up the hand signals or the lips.
Well, I used to do music for
Maybe I
kids,
missed it.
but
Or maybe there's like a,
time lately.
Yankee here showed me some of
I
your
don't know,
samples. Good
something
stuff.
built into either thing.
Particularly your song called Swinging.
I don't know,
What was
but
your inspiration?
I know didn't. I'm pretty sure
was,
she said she doesn't
just
like
swinging
the
one day
character
and
said she doesn't like the
The tune just kind of came to me.
hearing aids that she could have been given because she thinks it's a
And
weakness or
can you tell
something.
me
Or
about what's
no,
important
it
to
wasn't a
you?
weakness, was it?
Being there
I
for
can't remember what it was.
me,
There was a reason
being
for it.
reliable, trustworthy, someone people
I
can
think maybe it
depend
was a weakness to rely on it or something
And
for
finally,
communication. I think it was something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. And so she broke Hawkeye's.
on. And I care about doing the right thing. I won't let you down.
Fascinating.
It's been a minute since I've watched that series.
Thanks for
But,
your
yeah.
time. I think I've got enough here.
Thanks. Do you want my email so you can stay in touch?
But back to the Marvel playlist point about what it had. It has basically my second episode ever on the channel, and how we're coming up to the 4-year mark because it came out March of 2020. It's now 2024, and I know it seems to be my thing to pretty much skip out every year, but I noticed that I actually didn't do too bad for one. Like I said, it seems to be my thing to like not really record too much in the later year and record at the starts of every year for the past 4 years. But I noticed that I actually did it at one point. It was just very sparse in between the episodes. Like I've been at one point, I think it was just like one video a month at one point.
Let's figure that out when we're
But I
done in
was
the hostage
getting through.
situation.
Because yeah, there was a Battlefront video on the 30th. Then there was a Splitgate episode on the 30th of August. Then a Splitgate episode on the 12th of September. And then another Splitgate episode on the 2nd of November. So I only missed out October for that. And then I was in Batman Arkham Knight for a bit. And I think that's when I did Mafia. No, sorry. I did Guardians. Which was like this early-ish part of the year. And then I think I went to Mafia after. And that's when I halted. But I was actually on a decent streak for the most part at that point. Because I was even from the returning bit. After I returned after like, I had issues with the recording stuff. With, yeah, the Iron Back Battlefront video. Which I think I eventually redid. Carried on with the Legacy Supervillain stuff. The extra levels. And the training combat stuff on Jedi Fallen Order, which, like I said, I'm probably going to try and do Survivor next, or Mafia, depending. But yeah, here's hoping. Oh, nice. You know, I apologise for not being so in with what's happening. It's just hard when the subtitles are so small for me on my screen because of how small the screen is. It's about a quarter the size of the TV, ish. And then also fact that I can't hear anything, it does take me out of it a little bit, honestly. And I start trying to talk about other stuff.
Ready to go?
Are you
Because I was just
going
thinking about, like,
to carry me?
I was right.
Carried people before.
Because I wasn't sure if I was going to have to start a new DC playlist. But I forgot, I also played Arkham Knight, which is the second game in the 2 games that are in the DC playlist, alongside Lego DC Supervillains, which starts off the playlist. Which are 2 really fun games. I mean, check them out. I say check out any of the playlists that take your interest, especially the big ones. You know, the DC, the Marvel ones, the Star Wars one, because that has Battlefront 2 in, and Jedi Survivor. Oh, here's me trying to open up the pathways just because it was like I wanted to get that chain lightning thing, and just also opening up the branches because the dark side is a pathway to many abilities some would deem unnatural.
Thanks to
Palpatine
Spider-Man,
reference with the
our
chain
treasured
lightning and
teacher,
all.
Miss Ferguson, is
That was
back
suited.
with us safe and sound. To show our gratitude, it is
Yeah,
my honor
not as good
to
as the
declare
Sith
Spider-Man
Eternal
the
showcase I think I
official
did for
hero
Palpatine when I was
of
doing the voices for
Brooklyn
that.
Visions.
You are
Just as such an
always
iconic
welcome
voice,
here,
though.
Spider-Man. Thank you.
And now, back to the quad. We've got a
Yeah.
robotics demonstration.
And I
to
definitely
do.
wear the skins for the Ultimate and anything else I have to do in the New Game Plus. Else. So you probably will see some other new skins, but I kind of just like playing as the skin that they give you. It's like, that's how it goes in the story. But it depends what game.
Hi, Miles.
I think Spider-Man, I like keeping it what it is, unless it's a bad skin like it was in Miles Morales, which I pointed out. Kind of weirdly in between the gaps of the 2 episodes. I tried to get it in, but I think I might have messed it up a little bit. So I wore the TRACK suit, I believe it was called, for a bit.
Got a few app requests popping up on BB's campus. Thought I'd call you directly.
So you know. And that's why the loading thing wasn't so close to the middle. Because I was questioning it earlier, and it's the mini-map that makes it the reason it's so far. Yeah. That was it, that point launch boost that I got. Completely forgot I got it. So I would have been surprised when I went for a point launch and I just went miles. But, you know, probably would have been funny to react to it at the same time, so I don't know. Oh, jeez, I've just seen. At the point of me recording this, I'm on 267 videos. And my thumbnails haven't really got much better.
Oh man.
But, you know, hey, it's fine.
I can't do this alone.
I was going to say, hold on. I was about to say, for some reason on my homepage it says that the part 3 I did was 23 minutes ago. But then I go to videos, it says it was 5 hours ago. That's my bad. It's not my bad. But it came out quite late, and I know, and I'm trying to make sure they'll come out as early as possible but I don't know why I'm saying this, because all these videos will be out by the time you're watching it, even this one. But let's finish off this episode of a nice quick mission.
Yeah, I had everything planned out. The clues, the screens, the art, the people.
And Homecoming's like
Has to be
an ending of a year at
perfect.
school, isn't it?
Okay,
So,
I got
ending
you.
of an episode, ending of a year.
Can you explain
Nice
a little
work.
slower? What happened?
Okay, I want to ask someone to homecoming, but
Yeah.
he's special. I could
Understandable.
Just do flowers or chocolate. I got some screens, and I want to light them up with the message, but the generator's
Understandable.
busted. Guy who rented it out to me won't answer. What a scam.
I think I can help.
Thanks. I rented the generator from Reynolds and Company Rentals. I'll send you the address.
Reynolds.
On it.
It's definitely a scam. It's Ryan Reynolds. I've made these jokes so many times. I'm not even sure if they're good, but it's just me trying to, I don't know. hang on to a string of sanity. And I was still not sure what to thumbnail this, and I've gone through this. I played this episode once, and I've recorded it 3 times. I still do not know what I'm going to call this episode, so I might hold off on it for a bit. But I don't know.
Sucks to be you.
But it's just, I don't think there's exactly an opportunity. But it'll probably be something. I mean, you'll know already, but I'm speaking prior, past tense or whatever. Just whatever you do, don't get referred to in the past tense there. But yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be something, one of these 2 main missions, I think.
These guys. I should check on the sales.
Well, not main mission, side mission. Sorry, will be the likely case.
Your client asked me to look into a delivery delay. And guess we got our answer.
Yeah, about that. I'd love to deliver this thing, but those idiots already did so much damage. If she's salvageable, it'll take weeks of repairs. Mind delivering the bad news for me?
Can do.
Fine. It's what Spider-Man do. We make bad choices. Well, sorry, bad news.
Well,
And do things people don't want to. Like going headfirst into a wall, apparently. And
I'm not out of ideas yet.
it would be an ironic way for Pete to go, or Miles. It's not Mr. Negative or Scorpion or Rhino or Electro or Goblin or Craven that kills them. It's or the Sinister Six.
I know
It's
they keep generators
going headfirst into a wall after a
they're all
slingshot.
overpowered for my setup.
That would really make Jameson call them a menace. I'm making a splatter across a wall.
I should be able to pick up that
You
low
know,
voltage.
it seems like the thing that Jameson would do.
Your electrical powers would fill in the rest.
Theoretically.
Gosh, that joke was so much funnier 4 tries ago.
I've got a friend who would love that.
I was cracking up the first time I was saying it. It's just got worse and worse each time. Oh. Yeah, I still make the jokes. I hope it's at least decent. But I don't know. So instead, I'm just going to watch me fail to realize I need to hit this generator to power it up while I try to unpower it. Like, chain it along, not realizing it's an energy box I need to hit. Nice.
Got the voltage we need. Now we just gotta route it to the ground.
I recognize BJ, the name. Maybe it's just 'cause I've seen it so many times already. But is it like a character from a show? I mean, chances are I'm not wrong. Like, there's so many shows like that. But, you know, I'm saying like a big enough show. He's giving, like, Skip Tracer Randy vibes, you know? Like, from Rookie. Like, one of those kind of characters. I don't know. That's kind of... I don't know. That's just what I can seem to remember. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's kind of the character I feel like I'm remembering. But I don't know. Shout out to anybody that actually know what Skip Tracer Randy is. Or who he is. I'm excited for February 20th as well. Finally.
A million. Oh, maybe you should call yourself the Great Electric Spider.
The Great Electric Spider.
Thanks. I like Spider-Man just fine.
Oh,
No, it's Ultimate Spider-Man.
he's on his way.
That was something. I haven't actually mentioned this in any of them.
Just
It's like, I'm pretty sure Gwen is now called Ghost Spider, isn't she? And I was like, I'm not sure if it's a now thing or if it was always a thing, but it's like, I prefer that over Spider Gwen, because it's like, if she was actually go by Spider Gwen, how many people, like, I'm sure criminals would go around killing every Gwen until they found the right one. You know?
What are you up to?
So I think it makes more sense as a secret identity situation. Like, not calling Miles Morales Spider-Man as Spider-Man Miles Morales, but calling him Ultimate Spider-Man.
Wait a sec. That's the equation he helped me with on our first date. Study session.
I mean, you can debate if you think he's the better Spider-Man or not, but admittedly, you can't deny that the stealth ability and the bioelectricity does hand him in that favour, as much as it pains me to say, because, you know, Pete's the OG, you know. And I prefer the character of Peter,
What is this?
but I can't deny that Miles Morales is more powerful to an extent. Well, he is.
Lip balm and all. But still.
We're probably a lot more unstable and unpredictable to an extent too.
Monster is stuck. Can you give it a tug?
And I think that's what works better as him being the protege and not the
Shit
mentor,
must be in the quad.
Time for the big reveal.
because it kind of balances him out a bit more. You know, Pete has experience on his side that will outweigh the
Vijay?
mass, raw, natural
This whole
ability
thing
that
has you
Miles
written
has.
all over it.
I've always known you're a special guy.
Oh.
I'm lucky you're my special guy. I love you, Lucas. Will you...
Oops.
Home?
Not exactly.
I mean, have they been into each other's homes before? You know, could be an invite. You know. Now watch me painstakingly trying to figure out how to do it until it tells me how to do it, because it realizes I'm too dumb to figure it out.
Oh, Vijay, of course.
I'm just supposed to electrocute it.
Sequin placers?
Hell yeah.
Phew.
Well, I'm glad it sorted itself out, and everybody seems to be happy.
Spider-Man! Come down so I can thank you properly!
Everyone meant to imply
Thank
that
you
this
for
is an
making
entire
this
conversation, or
Holy
is this the start of it?
You really got Spider-Man in on this?
I was going to say, they instantly turn back around. It's like, they must love each other a lot to just turn their backs on Spider-Man that quickly. Like, at least the one guy's been talking to him for like 20 minutes or whatever. The other guy's barely met him. I was like, if that was I'd probably be too focused on Spider-Man. I don't like the person that was asking me out. But with that, there's no orange light on my controller. And I'm going to hit the right button this time because I can see it. So this is the recording. And we've successfully done it. As I'm checking this and there's nothing actually popping up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next part. And on the road to the 100th episode of the Marvel playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope things will be better, and I'll be better. Peace.